I just love this song. Welcome back, everyone, to EVB Live. We are entering our second half hour. You're looking at a lot of the fireworks. I know we're just 4 days away from the big New Year's Eve bash, and a lot of you probably want to shoot off some fireworks. But coming up in just a couple of minutes, we're going to talk about the safety you need to know before you light up those fireworks. Here in the show, if you'll remember, we talked about the dangers of dry Christmas trees in your home becoming a real big fire hazard. Well, there is another potential fire hazard this holiday season, and you may have seen them in a lot of stores lately. It is now legal in several Valley cities to shoot off fireworks, and a lot of people will likely set them off at some of those New Year's Eve celebrations, so that of course could increase our chances for having fires. Captain Forrest Smith of the Mesa Fire Department joins us live now from Mesa. It's great to have you, Captain.
Thank you, Tram. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. First off, I want to know, where are fireworks legal here in Arizona?
Well, we know that they're legal in only a few municipalities throughout the valley here. Mesa, Queen Creek, Gilbert, and Glendale. Now, what we want to advise everybody to do, though, is check your city's websites to make sure that they don't have laws restricting use as well, because here in Mesa, of course, you can't use them year-round, as in many other cities.
Yeah, I bet. Okay, now let's talk about the type of fireworks that are legal. Can you go over that?
Absolutely. What I have in front of me here are several different types of fireworks. The ones over to my right here are the ones that are sparklers, ground-based sparklers. These are all legal. Anything that stays on the ground and doesn't move. Now, we don't want to give our residents here a false sense of security. We talk about these being safe and sane. They're not necessarily safe. When you look at these sparklers, which again are legal here, I'm going to have somebody demonstrate some. They still are a hazard to not only your own personal safety, but also to your home and anybody in houses and brush around you.
Okay, so let's talk about that demo. Let's see it, and I want you to go over exactly what is the best way if people do decide to set off those fireworks.
Well, as you see here, we're lighting a sparkler. Now, notice how hot that is. We're looking at over 1,200 degrees. That could actually cause injury, burn injuries, injuries to the eyes. You get these sparks that are flying out. We know we're dry here in Arizona, so these can lead to fires. Now, what we want to let people know is that if you're using something like this, make sure you have a bucket of water nearby. Make sure, as you see, as Juan's doing, he's keeping it at arm's distance from himself. Again, water nearby, fire extinguisher, you drop that in. Make sure you're in an open space as well, away from any buildings as well as away from any vehicles and pets and kids, of course.
And obviously, if the children, you know, they always love to get involved, they're always a little curious, your recommendation to parents?
Well, I tell you what, over the last couple of years, we had over 57% of the 8,800 people that were treated in emergency rooms for injuries were children under 15. So the thing is keep children at a distance. We surely want everybody to enjoy these fireworks. But again, do due diligence in keeping children away. Let them take a look at these fireworks. And, you know, they're going to follow your practices of safety. So just make sure you do due diligence in keeping these fireworks safe from them. As you see here, we panned across some of the illegal ones, and these are the ones that we're more concerned about, because these are unpackaged. There's no regulation on what they can do, and they're really quite unpredictable. So again, due diligence in making sure you buy them from a reputable place, and that you know what you're buying, and you're not just setting fireworks off again in unsafe areas.
Great advice, and I'm so glad we're covering this, not just for the 4th of July, but obviously when this comes in just a couple more days and 4 more days for New Year's Eve. Captain Forrest Smith, always great to see you, and thank you so much for taking the time.